Hello YouTube, before we start the video, I want to say this video will talk about suicide and mental health. If you guys are triggered by that, please don't watch the video. I appreciate you guys for coming. Before we get into the video as well, I want to say I'm not going to put an intro or do anything like that. It doesn't feel right. I just want to get right into the nitty gritty of the topic at hand. I thank you all for watching. I also want to say if you guys would like to post links to your favorite fundraisers or whatever down below, I'd be glad to give a look at them, and whichever one feels like the best to me, I'll gladly pin it and go from there. But like I said, let's get into the video. In case you guys don't know, I'm an avid fan of the Skyrim modding community, so much so I want to make my own mod. I'm working on it right now, as a matter of fact. But in case you don't know, the most popular type of mods is follower mods. The reason why they are popular because if done well, they are basically full-fledged characters that are worthy of their own stories that basically get to follow you. If you guys watch the D&D series, I'm not going to link it down below because again, I said it's not this type of video. But in the D&D series on the Andromeda Twitch channel, my character is based off of a Skyrim follower named Inigo the Brave. That's a mod made by Smart Blue Cat, an amazing mod author who basically just spends his time in the Skyrim community making Inigo the Brave content for us.
It is I, Inigo the Brave. Inigo hopes you're doing well. Hi, Mr. Dragonfly. How are you doing, Mr. Dragonfly? Are you doing good?
In fact, the reason why I began using Inigo's voice is because I kept using him and I kept trying to sound like him since I was young, probably when I was like in middle school. That's how long this mod's been out. So I essentially just grew in love with him, and yeah. The top mods are Inigo, Lucian, Hoth. There's another mod that got recently really, really big, and I want to talk about the mod author. The mods let's just get into the history of this mod. This mod came out in, I want to say, November or late September. You can quote me if I'm wrong. But this mod came out by this follower because the person who made it just had a friend who died. And he was going through a very, very rough time, so he decided to make a character follower mod to ease his pains away, and unbeknownst to him, it became super popular. The character's name is Skeever, and yeah, in case you guys don't know, about a couple of days ago, it's been probably about a week now. I'm sorry I didn't make this video sooner. I was at my grandmother's when I found out. But the mod author who made him, who's a very nice dude, and I'll get into my experience with him in a minute here, he decided to end his suffering. I just want to get into the type of person he was. So I'm trying to form a Elder Scrolls D&D thing, a series or whatever, that like the content creation, and I think that'd be dope for YouTube. And I wanted to use Inigo or Skeever, one of the two. As you all know, I ended up using Skeever, but I ended up using Skeever, or not Skeever, Inigo. But I told him, hey, look, and I didn't even use Inigo for the Elder Scrolls campaign. I used it for a different campaign. But I'm like, hey, fuck it, I'll gladly be Inigo, or I'll gladly and one of the Elder Scrolls groups I plan to join for the campaign or for the series, I plan to be Skeever. I talked to him out of all of them, and I'm almost positive he said Morrowind on where to go or which place he feels like Skiba would like more, Morrowind or High Rock, because those were, I'm almost positive those two were the two that were up. It might have been elsewhere as well. I would have to look back into the exact details of that. But essentially, I came to him. I'm like, hey, look, man, I want to use your character in a series, a D&D series. If you don't mind, can I use it? Right away, he was warm and welcoming. He's like, yeah, man, I really appreciate that. I never thought someone cared about my character that much that they wanted to play him in a series like that. I I applaud you. I would love for you to do so, and he was just overjoyed that I would do something like that. Um, so I asked him, hey, look, do you mind teaching me how to do the Skeever voice? Um, because if I'm going to play the character, I kind of want to get into your mind and see what you think Skeever would do in situations. He's like, yeah, sure. So we're literally sitting there for, I think, what is it, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and he's trying to ease me down. He's like, look, bro, talk like this. Talk calm and slow. Don't force it. You want to go very, very deep and then light. Like this.
Hi, everybody. I'm Skeela.
Something like that. I have still been working on the voice. I kind of stopped a little bit, to be honest, because I'm waiting for the series to start. But
It is I. It is I, Skiba. Shall we go right? Shall we go left? This is my right, guys. I'm so sorry. This is Skiba's right. And this is Skiba's left. But the webcam is so weird, you know?
but um, he was a warm and welcoming man. We went into the Discord call, and we began talking about the voice, and he was just saying, hey, I'm happy as hell that you're doing this. Appreciate you. The thing that irks me the most about Skeever is not even that, it's that he has a daughter, man. He was talking about his daughter because he was telling me, hey, look, I used to use substances or not substances, I mean apple cider to use the voice. He said apple cider, and I believed he used alcohol at first. I might be completely wrong about that, so please don't think what I'm saying is law. I don't remember the exact conversation. I'm sorry, but I believe it was just apple cider. But what he said was, he said that he was going to stop using the drink he was using because his daughter had told him, hey, that's not good for your throat. So yeah, it was apple cider. And that to me just literally stuck in my head. Because once I heard he died, like, I wish he understood. I mean, I'm pretty sure, it's weird. I'm not going to pretend I'm in his head. But I think he knows his daughter loves him to death. But at the same time, he knows that in his video, which I will link that down below. That's one thing I will link down below. He said that he doesn't think anyone cares about him, which is completely false. I wouldn't be sitting here making this video talking about you if I didn't care about you. I wouldn't have wanted to play your character if I didn't care about you. You are an amazing human being, and I'm sorry for all the issues that plagued you in life and made you so miserable you had to end it. I'm so sorry. Um, I feel bad for his daughter, probably the most in this situation, because his daughter Um, he goes on to say in his video that his daughter has a test to take next week, and he doesn't care. He's going to, finish it now, because if he doesn't finish it now, he will never um, finish it. So he might as well just, leave this earth now. Um, it's sad. I can only imagine how important those tests are, because he said they're finals or something. So imagine you doing an important test and your daughter has a chance to freaking fail him because of you not being on this earth anymore. It's the most sad thing in the world. I want to say to his wife, who didn't give him a green card, although this is none of my business, why didn't you help him out? The fact that your brain works in a way to where you can tell or that you can speak for your own child and say, hey, look, I think that my daughter wouldn't care if you left the country. How idiotic can you be, right? I have three parents. I have a stepfather, I have a father, and I have a mother who I love to dearly. If any one of them told me to leave, any one of them, or that I wouldn't care if I left, you got me dumbfounded. I would be extremely sad if I left. I left my dad because we moved to California. That made me a little sad, right? It's not as sad as it's like not the ends of the world, because I live in Vegas, so it's only a state away. But you understand what I'm saying. It's not fun, right? Leaving your family behind like that. I also want to say kudos to his brother. His brother is keeping us updated in the Discord, which I will post this there. And he's trying to get Skeever on his tombstone. I really hope you do, brother. Please do it. I think he deserves that much at the very least. But as far as his wife, why? Why now? I'm not going to say that she caused him to leave this earth, because I think everyone is a grown adult. He had the option to choose to stay or leave this earth. He chose to leave this earth. If that's what he chose to do, that's his choice. But his wife did not make it any easier. I feel so bad because he felt like no one cared about him, and so much so that he wanted to talk to some friends of his who obviously did care about him, and he decided no, because he didn't want them to talk him out of it. I really wish I would have reached out more, man. I really wish. Now I've only talked to him like once or twice, maybe a little bit more than that, but I consider him a hardcore fan, or a friend of mine. Anybody who helps me out and is that generous is a friend of mine 100%. Oh, I remember the first time I actually met him. It was on another account. I liked to roleplay as Inigo the Brave, and I went to the Skiba Discord, and I started role playing as Inigo the Brave, and he thought I was really smart blue cat. I would like to apologize for that. I was not smart blue cat. I'm pretty sure I apologized. I try to sound like him and try to act like I was him as much as possible to make him happy. But then again, I realized it's wrong, because he really thought I was smart blue cat, which I wasn't. I apologize up to you in heaven, bro. But I want to say that it's just sad. No one should like they have to take their life away because of issues. I get China's a whole other country. I get he doesn't want to leave China. I'm glad at least he got to live in China his whole life. I am also have one thing to, or not one thing. I have another thing to say. I don't know what went on between Jack Russell or Joseph Russell. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He is the voice actor for Lucian. I'm not going to get into that here because that's none of my business what they went through, but it obviously seems like you had a negative impact on a man, and if you did, why? right? Why did you have a negative impact, right? I remember the very first I remember that he was one of the very first people who reached out to freaking Skeever and was like, "Hey, look, your mod is hella advanced, bro. I really appreciate on what you could do. Let me work with you." And they did that, but I don't know how it turned sour, man. I'm not sure if he did something wrong or what happened. Looks like good. I don't know why yawns come up during the YouTube videos. It always does, but whatever happened, man. Why, right? Why did you have such a negative impact on him that he decided to leave this world? I want to show you guys or just tell you guys about Smart Blue Cat for a second here. The moment he died, he posted a long message or whatever talking about how he appreciates him and how he's a good friend, and on how they became rather close throughout the months that his mod's been out, and how much respect he has for him. I love that. Russell, from what I've seen right now, hasn't posted a thing. I checked his Twitter, I checked his YouTube to see if he was willing or if he was going to post a reaction to it, because I think if it's this well known, the dude literally was negatively talking about you more than once in his final goodbye letter, and you aren't going to address it. It just seemed kind of off to me. But again, I'm not going to get in deep to that because again, it's not my business. But I would just like to understand, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, why, like, how bad was it in terms of what you did to cause him to not dislike you? Because, like he says in the video, there is really only one person he dislikes, his sister. Um, well, basically, his whole family he dislikes, or except his brother and his I'm guessing his brother, because his brother's been around in the Discord talks with us and crap like that, and has been keeping us updated. So I'm pretty sure he's more loved with his sister. He likes one of his sisters better than the other, but that one has hurt him still, and his daughter. Right? But besides that, he doesn't really hate anyone. He just doesn't like some people. Um, what did you do? Or that's not the right question. Why does he not like you on a scale of 1 to 10 is what I want to know, right? None of my business. I don't want to hear the full details. I just am curious as to why he would talk so freaking strongly about you in that video, like in a negative light. Um, Again, I want to say thank you to his brother. You are truly a kind soul. I really appreciate you trying to put that on his tombstone. I would love to see it. Um, Rest in peace, Skeever. Fly high, brother. I don't know your actual name. I just know you by freaking Skeever. And I'll say this: may talos guide you, friend. I hope you. I hope your journey in this life is good or is better than what you had in this. Or I hope your journey in the next life is 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 as good as or is as good or is even better than what it was in this life. I'm so sorry. I'm so flabbergasted, guys. I don't want it to be as good as this life because it was obviously so bad. He wanted to go to the next life, so I really do hope the next life is better for you, man. Um, I don't have a Dr Pepper this time, like I said, for the voice. I got a Coke this time. Um, Fuck, man. Why'd you have to go? You had a daughter, man. You had a daughter who loved and cared about you so much, and you allowed your ex-wife to freaking scar her for life. Why, man? Um, I'm gonna do a tips off to you real quick, Skeever, and then we're gonna end this video. I also have a question for his brother. If you watch this at all, because I'm gonna post this in the Discord. What's going to happen with the mod? Is it going to continue? What's going to happen to it? I will. I promise you, I will work day and night to get the freaking voice down pat. If you need or even want me to voice act the mod, so the mod can continue going. But I'm just curious because it's obviously a fan favorite mod that a lot of fans love, and it needs to continue going. But this person who made it is not here on this earth anymore. So just let me know. Anyways, cheers.
Rest in peace, Skiba. You will forever be in our hearts. Bye.